Last video we talked about how to start thinking and planning for your career after your studies. But it turns out a lot of you have already done that, especially the international students who wanted more advice specifically about finding jobs in the Netherlands. So we followed up on that. If you are an international student looking for work after your studies in the Netherlands, what do you need to do? Well, we got the word from the experts and the experienced. Welcome to Student Report. For foreign students, are there particular considerations that they should be looking out for and when they are applying for a job in the Netherlands?
Yes, because for international students, the regulations are different during their study, work during the study, and after studying. And this information they can find on our website. To be more specific, after graduation, if you want to work here in the Netherlands, you can apply for a search here at IND. And this permit helps you in an easy way. It simplifies regulations for employers and students to start a contract.
Is there any particular thing that you think international students should be paying attention to when they are applying for a job in the Netherlands?
Yeah, I think, as I mentioned, like there are differences in recruitment process in different countries. So try to be familiar with that, what is required here, what usually they ask in interviews, or how the process is here before you start applying even. And at least the basic thing is how to structure your CV in a way that's usually accepted here as well. So I would say that basically do your homework about the market here and about the process. Talk with other people who just did that, or just talk with experts doing these fairs, for instance. Also, there are plenty of recruitment agencies here. That's a quite common thing to be employed by an agency and then enrolled for a particular company. So these agencies, they also help you to adequate your CV and your profile to the market. Yeah.
What would be like, for example, in terms of structuring a CV, what would be something that you have learned through your applications that you didn't really know when you were a student?
For me, keep it short, I would say. My CV still has one page, and write a bit my experiences on the company, what kind of projects I did. The interviews I did, they always asked a lot about what I've done in the past, how I done the job, and how I performed in certain situations. So try to structure well your experiences. If you don't have experiences, try to make it sure that the things you did in university or the projects you did in university are somehow related to the position you're applying. So they always like to see the relationship between what have you done, what have you learned, to the position they're offering.
So what skills should international students focus on in terms of when they're trying to apply for these places?
I think one important thing for students when they want to stay here in the Netherlands, and especially in the region, is the Dutch language. So start early with practicing your Dutch. Other skills are networking. Here in Europe and in the Netherlands, we like proactive graduates, students who take initiative, and you must be able to show how you did this during your studies. Presenting yourself, cultural awareness is important, and high grades are important. But here in our country, we also find soft skills very important. So extracurricular activities on your CV are a plus, I think.
Yes, definitely. In the interview, if you show that you're interested in the company, if you show interest in the position, that doesn't necessarily ask you for a specific technical knowledge on that area, but they can always teach you. If you're interested in the company, in the position, if they see that you're a match based on your profile, or they will help you with that.
Yeah, they will look at the potential at the end. But again, of course, this is not like a cake recipe. Each position will have its particularities. Of course, there'll be positions that will be extremely technical, and you need to know that, otherwise, things won't work. But quite often that's the case, especially for people also who just graduated. Like, they're not gonna ask for all the technical tasks already, or all the technical skills already. So, yeah.
Are there places within the university that the students can learn all of this sort of soft skills stuff?
Yes, there are the career services, but also the skills lab from SES provide workshops on all these topics I mentioned, and these are free of charge. And of course also study associations and student associations provide workshops, so they can also look there for interesting workshops about skills.
What would be your sort of number one tip for international students looking for work in the Netherlands?
I would say do your homework very well. Again, and try to personalize your application, learn about what is the best practices here when you're applying for a job, personalize your CV, personalize your motivation letter. So again, do your homework.
Yeah, I would say also try to spend some time in the application process into getting to know the company, the position, but also many recruiters, they put their contact information online on LinkedIn. You can really find them. So it's always good if you can make a phone call to them, make a directly contact, or write an email or write a message on LinkedIn. Yeah. Some of them quite appreciate that, so that can be a good shortcut.
Yeah.
Here's a quick summary. If you're an international student who's looking for a job in the Netherlands, make sure you get a few things in order. You can get your orientation year visa after your graduation, make sure your CV looks spick and span, personalize your job applications, and make sure you get a little bit of Dutch just under your belt. There's also career services to help you out, as well as some job mediators you can use, so get to work. Or come procrastinate on our social media accounts. We do it all the time, except for us as part of the job. Foreigners and Nationals, this has been your student report for the month of February. Take care, and we'll see you on campus.